Damn. This. I don't know. But to be very honest with you, I knew.
Magic that won the game for Everton. Keane and Shrewsbury Hall with a beauty for the 10 men
Anyway,
Toffees who win at Old Trafford.
to be very honest with you guys, I knew it. I knew it the moment they scored that goal. They will defend and be physical as if they are not going to play in the other Premier League. What I was expecting from the boys is the boys to, like, pull up their socks, but I I would really love to hear and listen to what Amorim is going to say, or whomever is going to play, what excuse they are going to offer for being shit. That they have been so piece of shit, man. We are at home. We are 11 men, and still we lost. This is an issue of mentality. Because now, if you watch it, I will analyze each and every player. Senna Lamens was good, but that goal he ought have saved, because he could have saved only if he was not on the farthest corner. Today he was off. Delete and Euro. Oh my days! Like, these guys cannot keep a clean sheet. I don't understand what is the problem with them. They cannot keep a clean sheet, but they are good. They cannot keep a clean sheet. Let's go to look show. Like, I don't understand. At times, okay, Amorim is at fault because, yeah, I understand you are playing a 3-4-3, 3-4-2-1 system, something of the sort. But why should we still defend when with three with the back three? Yet they are 10. They are less than 11 players. Like, I would like somebody somewhere to kindly educate me about it, because I do not understand the thinking of Amorim. We have we have in so many crosses, but where are these crosses when Sesko is playing? Okay. Joshua Zaxi is not a striker, a header striker. Like, let me just Joshua Zaxi is never a striker. Yes, okay, some crosses will reach his head, but he's not a scoring header. He rarely even wins air duels, yet he's a 6.4. Really. So, why those crosses? His strongest, I think his strongest feet is on the legs. Like, yeah. Ah, Ahmad, Ahmad. Oh my days, Ahmad. Why do you have to cut inside? Like, why can't you not just put a cross with your right foot? Casemiro. You see, this is the problem with Casemiro. Casemiro will play at least 3 or 4 games consistently. Then, a game that you should be winning, he drops. That's the problem with Casemiro. That's the biggest problem we have with Casemiro. His inconsistency is tantamount. Like, it was open, like it was exposed. Partly, and that's why I think we need a ball breaker in that midfield, because Casemiro is not a ball breaker. He's inconsistent. He cannot, like, that. You see, the problem with Manchester United is we suffer a lot against these small clubs, because these small clubs come with the mentality of Yeah, we're going to Old Trafford, or we are facing Manchester United. We need to create our CV. So they play as if they will never play again. Now watch next week. Everton being thrashed by whichever team they are meeting. They'll be beaten mercilessly, and yet we will win or probably not, because I don't understand. What is the problem? If you cannot win against Everton, how are we going to win against Newcastle? Yeah, you feel me? How are we going to win against Newcastle if we cannot beat a 10-man Everton, which for a fact does not have let me say a striker like, okay, you feel me? Yeah, I can see KFC Manchin man. Hello, hi, hi. I'm not ranting, but I'm just stating facts. We have very bad, terrible players in Manchester United because mentally, they have a problem. Like, oh, they have. I'm actually even having a headache because I'm like trying to think what might be the issue. I watched that game, and what I can say is we need a ball playing and a ball breaker, a CDM or a CM, because Bruno decision making. Okay, even though some of the shots he made would have given us a goal, but his decision making is poor. His decision making is poor. Like, I don't. The whole squad itself has an issue, and this is why I'm saying, even if Bruno stays next year, he shouldn't be the captain because that guy does not have the captain material, and that's why he's not even the captain of Portugal. You understand? Because as we all know, most when you're a captain of Manchester United, automatically you're in the line to be a captain of your national team, but he ain't because, well, he does not have the quality of a captain. Yes, he's a good player, but he does not have the qualities of a captain. He does not have the qualities of being a leader, a de facto leader in a team. His decision making is absurd at times, like majority of the time. He cannot even hold a ball for second without either losing it or passing it. With Amorim system is is more of a one touch or one to three touch or possession or and counter. You can't be doing that with a player like Bruno and a slow player like Casemiro. We need a change, and January we need to, because honestly, we cannot keep on having such players who just appear once and disappear the next minute. That has been the main problem with Manchester United. And when I see Manchester United is thinking of still keeping players like Casemiro and Harry Maguire, I wonder what are they thinking? Like, what is their plan? Because as far as I'm concerned, majority of the teams are letting go of the old players. It doesn't matter. I would rather we go the Chelsea way. We sell the experienced players, majority of them, and have young players. I would rather we go through the trenches with young players. But at the end of the day, we know we have the progress, the process that we are aiming at. You understand me? Because there's no reason why. This is the same team like 3 or 4 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks ago, had a streak of winning and a draw. Now at home against Everton, against 10 men, which I thought we would take advantage of, which I personally thought we would take advantage of. But apparently, Everton looked more like a team than Manchester United, despite us being home. I personally feel bad for the players, for the fans who pay so much to to go and watch such bullshit, because that is BS. That is bullshit. And each and every player in Manchester United should feel ashamed of being of showing that dances they call football. Yeah, they should be ashamed. They should ashamed. They should be ashamed of that, because I don't like it. It is bad. It is I don't like it, because why should we lose? Why should you lose? Why should you lose? Why should you lose at home against a 10-man Everton mid table? Now of us, we were just the other day top five, top four. Now we're back to where Everton should be, is where we are right now. Why are we losing against small teams? That is my Q&A. Small teams. Why? Because I don't understand. I do not understand, because and that has been an issue with majority of the players. When we are playing against small teams, these guys lose focus. But let us on Liverpool. These guys, they act as if like aggressive, like they've been training for that game alone. I don't know if it is about mentality. I don't understand. I would like somebody with deeper knowledge of player psychology to at least enlighten me and majority of the fans, because it is not making sense. It is not even adding up. Like how are we losing? And that's what happened with Brentford. We lost because Brentford started on the right foot, and that is what Everton has done, starting on the right foot. They dominated our midfield. They overran our wing backs, despite, and yet Amorim was not changing. Like why was Ahmad actually starting on the left with Dogu? Who's Dogu? Oh, okay. Many people are saying he's a young lad, but to me, when you finish one season with Manchester United, you're no longer a young lad. You have to play. You have to play the part and move and yes, and move and like a Manchester United player. That excuse of he's a young lad, nah, this is Manchester United. Because if we were to judge him with the players of the young players whom were playing that left wing when they are young, Dogu is nowhere to be seen. Like I've seen instances where the guy is supposed to be crossing or just to giving a through pass, and the guy is standing, returning back, doing back passes. Son, when you are attacking, you do not do back passes. You go forward, straight forward. You are fast, man. I don't understand. I watched that game. I was like, okay. I thought we had solved so many issues, but apparently, it seems we are still uh, just like Inyo said, three transfers. Because if we do not sign our left wing back, either January or the summer, we are in for a huge problem. We need a ball breaker and a ball playing CDM, which Baleba is, and that's why he's a top priority. You saw what Elliot Anderson did. He dominated. Imagine dominating Anfield. That is the type of player Manchester United need also in our team. I personally, I have no fear or regret when I say it is high time we let go of the players like Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, and we should never repeat the mistakes of ever saying no when such amounts like Bruno's came. Because if we had accepted Bruno's money, probably right now we'll be having at least okay maybe two. Yeah, two. So we need to go for Jao Gomez, the Wolves midfielder, even if it is on loan, or even buy him, because we actually need legs on that midfield. Yeah, Kobe Mino came in, he was good, but his decision making is also poor. You understand? Luke Shaw shouldn't even be starting for Manchester United. I do not understand why he's starting for Manchester United in 2025. Luke Shaw shouldn't even be starting for Manchester. He should not even be in Manchester United. He should have left like 3 or 4 seasons ago. Diego Dalot the same. I remember there was a time Real Madrid and AC Milan wanted, and the Real Madrid, I remember, they came in with 50 million euros, and the club said no. No, like seriously, when the guy had just performed better, and the club said no. You see, this is the problem with the decision makers in the club. We, the fans, we are seeing this player should have left like 3 or 4 seasons ago. The same as Rashford. Rashford should have left like 3 or 6 or 5 seasons ago, Manchester United. But the club kept him until he became too lazy and stubborn and disgraced himself. You see, if we repeat the same mistake come 2026 summer transfer of keeping players that should be gone, we will still be complaining the same problems and the same issues. This is not a rant. This is just a fan from Kenya complaining and just channeling out his emotions of how I see, and maybe majority of fans, how I see the club is being run, especially how the players are playing. I saw their faces after full time. They look disrupted, especially Euro. Okay, to be very honest, Euro and the lead push themselves to their limit, but they still can't keep a clean sheet. That's because the midfield is porous. You understand me? So if we cure the midfield position, then we might reduce the shots or goals our defenders and the keeper faces. We still have a long way to go. We have now 9 more games to go. I thought Crystal Palace would be the hard crack or the hard game in our 10-game run till the end of the year. But it seems now every game will be going worried because we do not know how the players will perform when either we go behind in the first half. You understand? So I don't know, but I'm hopeful, and I let me just go and check what apparently is Amorim saying, and I'll maybe give a live feed or a short video tomorrow. Yeah, so cheers, guys. I know it is just bad. Actually, it's sad. I almost felt as if I don't have feelings because I don't know. I was expecting it, but it is bad. You can't be like this. Like you can't be winning, and then all of a sudden when you're home, you, there was a time Old Trafford was a fortress. Even not far ago, Ole Gunnar's time. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, cheers. AFC Manchin man, I salute you, and to those who watch and view this later on, and those who have watched with me, watch this. I'm sorry, I'm really confused because I'm angry and at the same time very unhappy. So I appreciate you all. Comment, share, and like and subscribe. Adios. Let me now find a painkiller because my head is. Bye bye. God bless you all.